Hi, my name is Valerie Wells, and I've been teaching for approximately 22 years. And in grade 3 for the last 10, I'm the librarian resource teacher and the technology teacher for the school. My class consists of 21 active students.
Hi, I'm Linda Little. I've been teaching various students for over 20 years. I've been at Bishop Abraham now for 3 years, and at present I'm IRT for grade 3, 4, and 6. I teach non-academic and academic subjects, and for the purpose of this research, I've been collecting data from grade 6.
Hi, my name is Joe Philpott, and I've been teaching for about 10 years. I have been teaching grade 6 for the past 5 years, and have been here at Bishop Abraham for the past 3. My class consists of 19 students.
Bishop Abraham is located in St. John's, Newfoundland. We are a two-stream inner-city neighborhood school with a small number of children being bused. Our school population consists of 248 students with 22 teaching staff. Our action research project idea stemmed from a staff meeting last spring, during which we were exploring apps for students and teachers. One of the apps we were looking at was Easy Portfolio, which led to a discussion with a core group of teachers and the need of teachers to have their own individual iPad to store student-specific information.
The discussion that day was also centered on the issues our students were having communicating their thoughts and how useful we were finding apps like Educreations at allowing students to demonstrate their understandings.
These two conversations came together with an idea of how to use the Easy Portfolio app to store student artifacts to better inform parents and inform instruction.
Our school, and in fact our province, have all been working over the last number of years on how we can best differentiate our instruction for our students. Given the needs and current assessment results, especially in the area of communication and reasoning, we felt that we needed to do something to improve our students' abilities and success in this area. Student learning in the computer lab using programs such as Glogster, Little Bird Tales, Ikomoto, etc. all appeared to enhance student success. The problem was access to the computer lab, as it was in high demand by all teachers in our school. We thought that providing similar opportunities in the classroom using iPads and apps that allowed students to express their mathematical thoughts and reasonings could translate into success. To accomplish this, and to provide truly individual instruction, we needed a way to compile the digital exemplars we would collect, as sharing these digital artifacts would guide teacher instruction and provide meaningful information for parents and student progress.
For our action research project, we had 3 questions. How will the use of an assessment e-portfolio enhance student communication and reasoning skills and numeration? How will the sharing of an assessment e-portfolio increase parent understanding of their child's communication and reasoning skills and numeration? And how will the use of an assessment e-portfolio inform teaching practice based on individualized instruction?
The use of technology was not something new for Bishop Abraham Elementary. We had already begun using digital artifacts for assessment, both formally and informally, as part of standard classroom practice. As a school, we felt the need to inform parents of our plan to use digital artifacts for reporting and informing assessment and instruction. As we were also participating in an action research project through the university, it was necessary for parents to sign consent forms agreeing to this project and the sharing of their child's work samples with Memorial University. We felt that the only way we could truly receive informed consent was to meet with each parent to explain the project, our role, and the nature of how information would be shared. We were able to accomplish this through first-term parent-teacher interviews.
For planning purposes, initially we met in October to explore the technology we're going to use and discuss and share our literature review. We were at varying levels of readiness using the iPad and the apps.
To start our project, we first administered surveys to our teachers, students, and parents. The teacher survey measured the readiness and comfort levels of our teachers with the technology we were proposing to use. The parent survey asked parents if they had a good understanding of their child's performance and methods used to convey that information. The student survey asked our students about how they use technology in their lives and if they use technology to demonstrate to their teacher their understandings. The student survey results confirmed that our students were comfortable with using technology and more specifically iPads. Data was collected and stored in Easy Portfolio, EduCreations, and Evernote over a 2-week period.
There were several observations made during the implementation period that we reflected upon individually and then as a team, both during and after the action research. We gathered valuable information about student learning and teaching practice that allowed us to differentiate our instruction and assessment over the implementation period. It was a very positive and formative experience for everyone involved. It allowed for authentic, real professional development. As researchers, we collected our data from multiple sources: observations, surveys, student work samples, such as video and images, student and parent interviews, and teacher reflections. Using multiple sources of data enhanced our inquiry, and we felt ensured validity of results. The professional readings we shared and discussed around the use of iPads for assessment, differentiating instruction and assessment, and the teacher inquiry process guide us throughout the project from the formation of our questions to the analysis of our data. It enriched our learning and helped inform our teaching practice.
Analysis of the pre- and post-teacher survey results indicated a significant increase in the comfort level with the use of technology for teaching and assessment. Analysis of pre- and post-parent survey results showed a significant increase in the parent understanding of their child's academic performance in mathematics. A significant number of parents felt that the iPad videos and images of their child's work enhanced or improved their understanding of what was expected of their child in the area of communication and reasoning in mathematics classroom. Although we all found the experience enriching, there were some hiccups along the way. The Easy Portfolio app we had chosen did a great job for the most part, but there were imperfections in the program. We all commented on at one point how we couldn't save a piece of video that had a number of the same students in it in several portfolios at the same time.
Our focus for this action research project was on communication and reasoning enumeration. The action research project opened many new ideas and practices for each of us. We all used new technologies that allowed our students to demonstrate and communicate their knowledge and abilities in mathematics. Students were engaged and motivated while using the apps to demonstrate learning. Storing students' oral explanations and reasoning in a digital portfolio provided us with easy access to student work for the purpose of reflection and assessment, both by teachers and students. Students were able to review a piece of video and listen to their thinking process and then reflect on what they needed to add or delete and make the necessary changes. For teachers, it enabled us to review and direct our next teaching strategies for individual students, or gave us opportunities to conference with our students to further their learning. We just finished talking about why these were good examples of fractions. Can you explain to me why these are non-examples?
Because none of them are equal.
What do you mean by equal?
Like they're not equal parts. Like one's bigger than the other, one's smaller than the other.
Can you be a little bit more specific? Like show me with the picture and tell me why they're not equal.
For me, as an IRT, videos and images were used for the purposes of planning differentiated instruction and assessments for students with exceptionalities. The data collected provided valuable information for conferencing with parents, planning with grade-level teachers, and increasing my students' metacognition skills. Students were very excited to share their work. Digital portfolios of my students' work provided me with easy access to data when completing my progress reports. It was a relief not to have taken home paper portfolios.
We as classroom teachers use the data collected to show and assist parents in the understanding of their child's communication and reasoning skills. Parents were very supportive and provided positive feedback, such as technology is the way of our kids, it's the way of the future. Another parent felt that teachers should be able to communicate with kids in the easiest and most familiar way possible.
several common themes throughout our action research. Common theme that appeared was the use of iPads by students was actually a natural process. It was a tool they were comfortable with, they didn't seem intimidated to record their thinking, and they actually looked forward to math. Another common theme from our data was that the parents found viewing videos and images valuable in understanding their child's learning in math.
For teachers, a common theme was that viewing video and images of their students' work promoted collaboration and discussion, and naturally led to the differentiation of instruction. In our classroom practice, we had to learn to release control over student learning, where the students took ownership to communicate and record their own thinking so we could view it at a later date. Our classrooms and hallways became places of active learning. From this teacher inquiry process, a new question evolved. How would the use of personal e-portfolios increase student self-assessment practices and promote student ownership for learning?
At first, I think we had a narrow approach to teacher inquiry, focusing on just answering the initial questions. We discovered the teacher inquiry process gave us a definite structure and purpose for professional development. The opportunity to collaborate with colleagues, share ideas and literature on a common interest was invaluable. It enabled us to hear other perspectives and share our own perspective. It allowed us the opportunities to visit classrooms and see our team members using the same resource and giving us new ideas and validate our own teaching. Reflection, personal, and of students' work was a huge part of the process and became part of our classroom practice. Reflecting became a daily practice which led to and guided our ability to effectively differentiate and plan to meet individual needs.
The major challenge we experienced within this inquiry process associated with our action research was time. Finding the time to reflect, plan, and meet with the already high demands faced by teachers each school day was difficult.
Overall, we feel that we were successful in meeting the goals and objectives of our action research and plan to continue what we have learned through this research. Reflection and collaboration were a major part of the inquiry process and has become an everyday practice that we continue to use to help guide our planning and instruction.